I got interested in science through snakes. I grew up in the biodiversity cold spot of Toledo, Ohio, and the most exotic wildlife in my neighborhood were pigeons and squirrels. So when I got a little bit outside of town and found out that in the woods there were frogs and salamanders and snakes, I was just hooked with finding these creatures. And one of my best childhood buddies, Tom Sandy, and I would convince his mom to take us out to the edge of Lake Erie. We'd never step foot in Lake Erie because you couldn't swim or eat anything out of it in those days. But all around the edges of Lake Erie, it was snake heaven. And some days I think we caught almost up to 100 snakes. My parents were very indulgent. I would bring these snakes back and keep them in aquariums in my bedroom, and I kept night crawlers in our family refrigerator so I could feed these snakes worms and also crickets and things like this. And my mom never wanted to be too close to the snakes, but she thought, well, they should encourage, this kind of interest in their kids, and so they put up with it. I think the greatest moments in my scientific career have always come from surprises, and they've been very visual. When we could finally look into the mechanism, you almost say sort of like the clockwork, and realize how pattern was generated and see these patterns in molecular form before you'd ever see them in physical form. It's to see the chemical changes taking place in animal embryos before physical form came about. That was incredibly thrilling.